YouTubers, subscribers, and friends, welcome to my channel at Circus Academy of Tucson. I didn't know the circus had an academy. It is 12:54. I am headed home. It's 102 degrees, humid, 45% humidity. Supposed to be getting monsoon storm rains later on this evening. I am heading west on Speedway Boulevard, if anybody was wondering. I'm going to take a different way home. I got to find me a gas station though, because my gas light is on. Whew. Sticky day today. So I've had some people ask me if I can make some more videos of Tucson. So I figured, well, you know what? I'm heading home. I'll go home a different way. This is I-10 right here. And I'll film my way home going this way. Like I said, I am heading west on Speedway Boulevard. And this is the Santa Cruz River. They're just crossing. This is really not a really good part of town over here. It's kind of like a... not very good. See this roof right here? Back in the 80s, in like 1981, I was working roofing jobs. And me and my roommate, we did this Mexican tile roof on this building right here. This is the deaf and blind school, performance school. That was a long time ago. That's when I was doing in construction. I had a lot of construction works, and I was doing roofing at the time. I hope there's a gas station out here. I haven't been down this road in a long time. There's a City of Tucson golf course right over here too. When we first moved to Tucson, moved back to the States, I came over here and tried to get a job over here. And they were like, we're not doing any hiring right now. Figured if I work for the city, this is the driving range part, I could get all the holidays off. And then the golf course is behind here. It's a nice golf course too, for a city golf course. There's a lake right over there, little lake. Alright, I gotta find a gas station. Now I can go north on this Silver Bell, which is that way, or I can go west on Speedway, and it's going to take me up through Gates Pass and over the mountain, and then I go the back way home, which is the Scenic route, and it's a little bit longer route. This, if I go this way, this is just a twisty S-winding curve through the west part of Tucson. I think I'm going to take the Scenic route over Gates Pass. If you watch my hiking videos, I do a lot of hikes over there in Gates Pass, and it goes out towards Old Tucson Studios. This is a long lake. So now we're getting out of the bad area of town. This is let me turn the AC down. This starts getting into the really rich parts of town, the expensive homes and stuff. Look at mountain views. Those are Tucson mountains. The Tucson mountains, I should say. And these are the views going home. Dark that cell tower is. Starting to get out in the country now. Hey, there's a park right there. I didn't even know that. There's so many parks here in Tucson. I guess you could park there and get photos. I see people parked over there staying out looking towards the mountain over here. Like I said, if you want to Google map this, streets of Tucson, I'm heading west on Speedway. Some really nice homes out here. They have a museum out here too. It's, I don't remember the name of the museum, but it kind of looks like a castle. And I think it costs like $13 or $15 to get in or something like that. But it's got all the animals of the desert in the world. They're all stuffed. So if that's something you're interested in, you come to Tucson, you can go to this museum. Look at these $1 million homes here. I don't know if you can see them through all the trees and the cactuses, but they're expensive. I'll pull into this museum over here. This is a very nice scenic route to go home. There's 3 different ways you can get to my house, but all 3 ways you're gonna have to go over the mountain. So it just depends. And since I was in this area of town, I could have got on the freeway and took the freeway all the way home, or I can take this scenic route here and get all these beautiful views of the mountains and the swirl cactuses, which I call the soldiers of the desert, and get some beautiful mountain views. It's a nice road to ride on too if you have a motorcycle. The Wildlife Museum is right down here on this corner here. It's really hard to see out here at nighttime because it gets so dark, and a lot of people go straight and run right off the road right over there. They don't know they have to make this turn here. Here's the International Wildlife Museum right there. It kind of looks like a castle. Let's pull in there and get a look around here. It's been years since I've been over here into this museum. Flashlight night. See, this is how I get distracted. That's why I tell my wife I'm on my way home, and then I don't get home. Where are you at? Well, I kind of got to get distracted. That freaking giant lion. And everything in there is stuffed. That looks like a cheetah right there. Some kind of elk or something up there on top. Let's drive around to the back here and see what's over here. Parking. Can you go around this building? Let's find out. I guess you can. It's the first time for me. Not only do you get to see the outside, if you ever come and visit, you can go see the inside. I don't think you can go completely around though. Nope. But you get to see the backside of this building. Look at these views. Look at this house over here. It's a nice looking house. And the Santa Catalina Mountains over there in the distance. Tucson's beautiful. It's not like Phoenix. It's not overcrowded. It's not crazy traffic. And anywhere you go in this town, you got beautiful scenic views. It just depends on what part of town you want to live on. That was a big freaking lion. If you've never been here, it's worth going for the first time, but I wouldn't come back and repeat going here because, like I said, everything is dead and they're stuffed. Alright, let's continue on the journey home. It's got a little swamp here. I like this bench right here. It's got fish. My fan is on, my temperature fan is kicked on because it's so freaking hot. Look at that, Cocopelli Gate. It's 102 right now. Like I said, it's humidity, so it makes it so freaking hot. Alright, onward home. It's probably been 10 minutes, but figured this is going up the mountain. Figured I'd film this area over here because it's kind of like twisty, windy. Like I said earlier, this is a beautiful ride if you have a motorcycle. You just have to watch out for wildlife because we're going to go into the Saguaro National Monument, the back part of Saguaro National Monument. We're going to go over Gates Pass. I already walked Jerry this morning, early in the morning. I was walking, I took him to the park, and I see this old lady there every time I go there. I've never known what her name was, but the last year I see her there all the time. And she has a little white dog that looks like my sister's dog, Molly. And she was walking with me and Jerry this morning, and she actually Jerry and I were standing still, and I was making a video of Jerry, and she asked me, what are you making a video of YouTube? I always see you making videos over here. And I'm like, I started laughing. I was like, no, I'm not making a video for YouTube. I was making a video for my Instagram. And she's like, Instagram, what is that? And I told her, and she's like, oh, I know how to do Facebook. I said, oh. I said, so what, do you watch YouTube videos? And she's like, yeah, I watch YouTube videos once in a while. And I said, oh, okay. Because I do make YouTube videos also. And she's like, really? What do you make YouTube videos of? And I said, hiking in the desert. And she's like, oh, yeah, I used to hike. I backpacked across Asia and the UK back in the 80s. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And she's like, yeah, I got all kinds of pictures and stuff like that. And she's like, so what kind of hiking do you do in the desert? And I said, well, I just go everywhere in the desert. And she's like, yeah, I watch YouTube. I watch this guy. He does a lot of hiking in the desert. And I said, what's his name? And she's like, something Truth. And I said, I Seek Out the Truth? She goes, yeah, that's his name. And I started laughing, and she's like, what's so funny? And I said, that's me. Those are my videos. And she was like, no way. And I said, yeah, that's me. And she's like, you're the guy that wears the Batman mask when you're hiking in the desert? And then when she said that, I knew for sure that she watched my videos. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I Seek Out the Truth. And she's like, get out of here. Now, she's about 67 years old. And she was like jumping around. She got really bad arthritis in her hands and her feet. And she was like jumping around. She's like, I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? And I'm like, no, I'm not kidding you at all. I Seek Out the Truth. I said, and Jerry, that's the adventure dog. And she's like, you know what? This guy does have a schnauzer too. No wonder when I saw your dog, I said, man, that dog reminds me of somebody. I'm like, yeah, that's the adventure dog. Me and him do hiking videos. And she's like, that is crazy. I've seen you here in this park so many times. I'm like, yeah, I make videos at this park also. She's like, yeah, I thought that those videos looked familiar, that park. And I was like, yeah, it's a small world, huh? And she's like, I can't even believe it. I love your videos. And I'm like, well, thank you for watching them. I said, do you ever comment? She's like, no, I don't. I just watch them. I don't watch them every single day. I watch them like maybe once every 2 weeks, or whenever I have time and I'm not busy doing other stuff. She's like, I just can't believe it. I really don't. You're really the truth guy. And I was like, yeah. She goes, you talk about cell towers, right? On your channel? I'm like, yeah. She goes, that's how I found your channel. Because I was talking with some other my senior citizen friends, and we were talking about the 5G. And I was like, yeah. I said, you see that saguaro cactus, the one that's bent in the park? Because we were at the park. And she's like, yeah. I remember I watched that video when you were talking about that, how the cell towers are destroying the cactuses. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm the truth guy. She's like, oh my goodness. You don't look anything like what I thought you might look like. And I was like, I don't know if to take that as a compliment or what. I don't know how to take that. She's just like, oh my God. She just kept saying, oh my God, I can't believe you're the truth guy. She's like, I love your videos. And I was like, wow, yeah, it's a small world, right? Because you never know who you're talking to. She's like, oh my goodness. I'm going to go tell all my friends I met the guy who does the truth videos. And I was like, all right. And she's like, what's your name? What's your real name? And I told her, and she says, oh man, my name's Cheryl. I'm like, well, Cheryl, it was nice to meet you. You know, been meeting you in the park all these years, and I've never asked your name. She's like, yeah, it's crazy. I just can't believe you're the truth guy. She just kept saying that over and over. And I thought it was cracking me up though. This is the Scenic View drive home. You see that tower way out there? That's not Universal. That's old Tucson Studios, movie studios right there. When you get to the end of this road, you take a left, and it'll take you to the old Tucson Studios. It's probably 10 minutes longer for me to get home by going this way, but it's the most scenic route drive to get home. You know, And I do this, I take this road home sometimes and I'll pull over and I go out and do my hikes and stuff like that before I go home. The Desert Museum right, Swirl National Monument Park right, Old Tucson Studios left. And I got videos of the Old Tucson Studios over there. And there's all kinds of Cougar Trail. I got a video right over here. I hike Cougar Trail. I actually parked right over there. And then Cougar Trail like right here. Park there, and then you take this little trail right here, and then that takes you over to Cougar Trail. And I've hiked all in the mountains there. Brown Bear Canyon is over here where I've hiked. Desert Museum's over here. Kings Canyon Trail is about 10 miles that way. Hike take you up in the mountains up there. There's all kinds of camping and stuff in this area over here. But this is a very nice, peaceful, beautiful, scenic drive on this road right here. There's the campgrounds, Gilbert Bay Campgrounds. I got a video where I went there. This mountain right here, I've hiked to the top of this mountain. This is Brown Canyon mountain here. I've hiked to the very top from this side, and I've hiked it from the other side. It's right there, Brown Mountain. That's a big freaking mountain to hike. It is so sticky and humid outside right now. It only takes like about 20 minutes to get out to this road. There's Desert Museum here to the left. That's a really cool place if you ever come to Tucson and you want to know what kind of animals, Desert Museum next left, are in the desert. That is a huge friggin' museum. It probably takes the whole day to hike the whole museum, and everything is outdoors, so you want to make sure you protect yourself from the sun. Bring you a hat, bring you some water, because you can buy water in there, but it's kind of expensive, the water. And then just right up here on the road to the right, here's a pull-off where you can go to the Kings Canyon Trail, and then you can hike about maybe a mile and a half. It's all uphill too, right here. Kings Canyon Trailhead, and it takes you to these petroglyphs that were in this wash right here. There's a canyon way, way, way back in there. It's a good hike, you know. If you like hiking, that's a good hike to go to. And you can see all the petroglyphs on both the left and right side of the canyon. And I have a couple of videos on my channel, Kings Canyon Trail. I got pinned in that canyon by 4 coyotes, and I actually caught a couple of the coyotes while I was in the canyon on my video. I don't remember the name of the title of the video. Just type in Kings Canyon Trail. I might even have coyote typed in the title, but I don't know. But I've hiked all the top of this mountain up here also. There's so many trails here that don't have names, and this McCain Loop Road, I've driven that many times and have videos of that on my channel. This road right here. That is the McCain Loop. And this road that I'm on right now is called Kinney. See that sign? This is an extremely fun road to ride on if you have a motorcycle. Extremely. You just got to watch out for wildlife, deer running across, and coyotes and stuff like that. And in the monsoon seasons, if it's cloudy and it's even raining, you gotta be careful, because these washes, like this one right here, they wash out, they flood, and you can't get through them. And then you get to the top of this hill here, and then I'm gonna make a right. You can go left and get to my home too. It's probably a mile all the way down, but I'm gonna take a right here on Kinney Road, and this is how you enter the Swirl National Monument, the park. From the backside. They call this World National Park West. And I got a lot of hiking videos in this area here too. And there's the visitor center over here where you can go and buy souvenirs, hats, cactus jelly, t-shirts, posters, and then they give you little tours in that visitor center too that teach you about the trails too, and they tell you, you know, watch out for snakes and stuff like that. And it's a beautiful area right here too. Just driving through here, you know, taking your time and just taking in the scenery. This is also the area where I came and I made a video where all the caterpillars were going all over to crossing the floor, not the floor, the road. And I got a lot of hiking videos in this area too, because there's so many trails you can pull off and just go hiking. The beautiful area. This is the Saguaro National Monument, or the Saguaro National Park, however you want to call it, is a protected area. You can't take anything out of the desert. You can't do any harm. Like, I've parked right here before and I've taken this trail. Right there, you can't even see the trail anymore, but there's a lot of lightning strikes in this area in the monsoon season times. A lot of flooding here. And that's the visitor center. I'm probably a good 25 minutes still from where I live. Go in there, visitor center right here, take a right. Go in there, you get all your questions answered. Really nice people in there. I meet people from all the world over there, and they always ask me, is there any cool places to go? And I say, yep, right down the road here is a thing called Signal Hill, where you have to hike up this hill, and it's at the top of the hill. It has petroglyphs, Hohokam petroglyphs. And this mountain over here to the right, where I'm filming at right now, I've hiked, and that's where it has that giant Indian carving that looks like an Indian face with a mohawk. It's up in that mountain over there. I parked right here. This is where I parked. I went and seen all them butterflies in that little, there's a huge water hole out there. They have water for the wildlife. So all these areas here, I've hiked here so much because it's such a beautiful place to hike. And then there's a park over here that I brought Jerry to many times. Maybe you're new to my channel, maybe you don't know about it, but if you've been around my channel for a while, you know they ripped up the park and they redesigned the bike path and they put a whole new bike path, and that's down here on the left here also. It's a beautiful scenic drive home, and that's what I love about living out in the country. I've been in the top of this mountain up here, and I've been in the top of that one up over there also, and like I said, I got videos of all this stuff. I just don't remember the names of them. You just have to go watch my 2018 hiking videos. Just sit down at your computer and hit play. Go to the playlist right here, Desert Discovery. This is where I park. This is the new bike path right here that they put a whole new bike path in, but then they redesigned the walkway also. I've seen a big snake there one time before. Probably 15 minutes since the last time I filmed anything. This is the road that I take right here. Hugh Norris Trailhead. That is the trail that I take when you start hiking up it. To the left is the gigantic rock that looks like an Indian head with the mohawk. It's right down that dirt road there. Probably 15 minutes from here, you drive down that dirt road and you get to the trailhead. And I've been to the very top of that hill up there, and I've seen a bunch of deer up there. From this spot right here to my house is probably 20 minutes, 20-25 minute drive still. And this is Sandario, and if you take that, it'll take you to Tucson, which take you back to the road where I said you can go straight, and I made a right on Kenny. Or you can go this way. This corner here you have to watch, be careful, because like I said, I was at the top of that mountain and I seen a bunch of deer up there. They always run down this hill, they always run across. I don't know how many times I've driven on this road because it curves so bad that I've seen people almost hit deer because they come shooting out right on the other side of this curve. So you have to be very, very careful. I almost hit one on time on my motorcycle. And if you want to go to Signal Hill, this is the road you turn on right here. This is called Golden Gate. You take that dirt road, and that's probably about 15-20 minute drive till you get to the Signal Hill campground, which is like way out over in that area over there in the desert. And it's a beautiful park also. Now I got a long drive home here. And this is what it's going to look like all the way till I get to my house. So I think I'll end the video here. If you like these kind of videos, if you ever want to come to Tucson, come check out the Saguaro National Park. It's a beautiful place to go hiking in. Take pictures. You know, best time to come is the beginning of spring when everything is blooming. But as you can see, all the saguaros, the flowers are all gone. The fruit is all gone off the top of these saguaros. Now they just look like regular saguaros now. But be careful. It's a beautiful desert, but it's very dangerous. Keep your eyes open when you're hiking. Anyways, if you like these kind of videos, give me a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button down in the corner. It don't cost you anything. It's free. Remember, be kind to people. Treat people the way you would like to be treated. Treat it with kindness. And if the Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. I'm gone. I'm gone.